Hello and welcome to King Kaboobler Plays Mega Man 6. Today we'll be looking at the dastardly Mr. X. Mr. X is the big head honcho of this game. And if you believe that, I have a bridge in Brooklyn that I'd like to sell ya. I have the deed right here. I'll sell you this here bridge in Brooklyn. They call it the Brooklyn Bridge. I will sell it to you for $1 million. Is the Brooklyn Bridge even there anymore? That's an old joke. That's a real old joke. But let's see, what are we fighting against today? We are fighting against Mr. X's Palace of Terror. And so far we are outside. We are dodging spikes and climbing ladders. You know, it's kind of curious. Although a lot of these games do have a different villain, and then that villain turns out to be Mr. or Dr. Wily at the end. Of course it won't be like that this time. This time it really is someone else, right? But the curious thing is that they all have palaces and all the robots and all the designs. It all seems very familiar. Almost like it was designed by a wily sort of character. But, you know, that's not how it really is. We know that, as the story said at the beginning, Mr. X was controlling Dr. Wily for the last 5 games, and now we're just finding that out. So obviously it's got to be true. This guy's like a real little pea shooter here. He looks like a pea shooter, but he shoots out big pink balls. Big pink balls. Yep, that's what Dr. Wily likes. He likes things that shoot out giant pink balls. You know, it's hard to say why Dr. Wily likes things that shoot out giant pink balls. These little yellow pellets seem to make more sense, or I guess they're more of a beige color. Harder to see in the void, especially in the night sky. Well, maybe not as a game, but, you know, I was thinking more in real life. Because this game is actually a true-to-life exploit of Dr. Wily and his crime. As I've said before in another video, my true purpose in making these commentary videos on Mega Man is to bring Dr. Wily to galactic justice. We are going to take Dr. Wily and bring him aboard, or bring him to the galactic courts, where he will be tried and sentenced for crimes against the galaxy. Because Dr. Wily doesn't just threaten Earth. No, he's gone to other planets, other robot planets here and there. Planets that have been protected by the Intergalactic Geneva Convention. And he's literally stolen robots straight from that planet. He's kidnapped robots from their robot families. Robot Mummy and Daddy are missing little Robot Timmy, but Mr. Wily has little Robot Timmy jumping on robot pogo sticks and shooting at Robo Mega Man. I mean, is Mega Man such the bad guy for destroying little Timmy when it was Dr. Wily in the first place who brought him on board and convinced Mega Man that he was just another evil robot? I don't think so. Now we have more pea shooters shooting out giant pink balls. Dr. Wily's thing, not mine. That's what Dr. Wily likes. Not that there's anything wrong with that. People are allowed to like their giant pink balls. That's what they want to do. That's perfectly okay. I want to destroy that. That glass is cracked. And that means there's something good in there. Something tasty. but we gotta break that glass. Not much is really known about Mr. X. You know, you'd think he'd have a past or something, but really, before this game, it's almost like he didn't exist. He must be one of them shadowy government types. I love to sit here and tell you stories about all the research and things that I know about Mr. X. I mean, I know pretty much Dr. Wily's whole life story, but Mr. X, he's a mystery. Oh, yeah. By the way, spikes hurt. You know what else hurts? Starting back at the beginning. That's why it's best to make a save point. Come on, go, Jet Mega Man. Jet Mega Man. Jet Mega Man busted up the house. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that. Cracked glass there, and we'll move on to the next part. It's been a little bit too long on that. Just listen to that music, that good old Mega Man music. Just listen to that for a moment, eh? It's just so soothing. It's Mega Man music. Oh, this one's more rockin'. It always looks like these buildings are out in space. Actually, this one kind of might be. You can see the different planets in the background. It's not like you can just go outside of a building in New York and see all these planets in the background. I mean, this does take place on Earth, right? I mean, the ultimate Earth, but Earth nonetheless. Although it might, because the first game, it was all taking place, as the manual stated, in Roboopolis or something like that. I think it was Roboopolis, but I'm pretty sure that got retconned. It's one of those things they say at the beginning. It's like, you know what? I think we can come up with something better than Roboopolis. Maybe we'll just make it Earth. Because wasn't it? I think there's another game where he actually goes around the different corners of the Earth, and Egypt and all that. One of these days we'll finish this section. Dr. Wily's, or should I say Mr. X's giant pink balls are really slowing me down. God damn these giant pink balls. Let's get rid of this guy. Don't need him shooting his giant pink balls and making me fall off that ladder. Oh, jeez, that is kind of a hard thing to do right there. I mean, that jump. It's got to be closer though. I was too far away. No. Bad. Bad Mega Man. You probably don't know this from watching me play right now, but the object of that section is actually to avoid the spikes. Yeah, you want to avoid the spikes. And it's best to avoid Dr. Wily's, or, I mean, of course, Mr. X's giant pink balls. But since you're watching this too, we can avoid Mr. X's giant pink balls together. Now that's an enemy you gotta appreciate right there. That looks like something straight out of a Tim Burton movie. A skull with claw legs. Yeah, that is strictly a Tim Burton creation right there. Something straight out of Beetlejuice or something like that. I can totally see him making that out of claymation. Ooh, an energy tank. They're like little garbage chute things with eyes. It's wonderful, the things that Mr. X has created for us to play with. Oh, what do we have here? We have a boss door and a ladder. Now that is interesting. A boss door and a ladder. Which one do we pick? Do we go down? Yes, let's go down the ladder. Okay, there's something down there. I'm scared. What's going on? Okay, obviously there was a section earlier where it branched off, and that is the exit point. It was probably that window that I couldn't break. Alright, let's see what we got up here. What are we up against? Oh, okay. We have one of these automaton battles. Little, not so much robot battles, but device battles. We are fighting against the devices. Jeez, Mr. X, you got some devious devices. Mr. X definitely has devious devices. Avoid that thing. And what kills it? It's not the Yamato spear. Or maybe it is. Ah, okay, that just wasn't jumping over it well. You can totally jump over it. Save now. No point in saving now. Yeah, now this guy is going to get his ass kicked. This device. This giant toaster that's attacking me. Kill the toaster. Wow, and that was just the first level. That took a while. That was a difficult one. Alright, now it looks like we are on a... Oh, this looks like a space station. Yes, this might give me more info on things that I need against Dr. Wily, against the Galactic Tribunal. And we can put him away. Bring Dr. Wily to justice. And Mr. X, obviously. He is the villain here, right? Of course, we all believe that. See, Dr. Wily and Mr. X, they both like the movie Labyrinth. And there's that one scene in the movie where Hoggle and what's her name? I can't remember her name. Jennifer Connelly's character. They fall down a pit of some sort, and they wind up in the tunnel. And there's that giant drill machine that's boring through the tunnel, like a giant drill. You know, it's doing mining basically. And it's coming right for them. And Dr. Wily really liked that design. And he has lots of these drill kind of things lying around. Yeah, I think Mr. X's tower is actually off planet. Like, most of the game probably is on Earth for most of the time, but in this case, Dr. X went off planet. You can tell by looking out the window. I mean, you see all these planets out there. We're not on Earth here. Giant garbage compactors and skull with legs. I gotta like those skulls with legs. You know, those are cool. I want an action figure of those skull leg things. Why aren't there more Mega Man action figures? We need more enemy Mega Man action figures. And I want that skull with the metal legs. Alright, part 2. Boss 2. That did not take nearly as long. The first level took about 12 minutes to get through. This one is so far about 3 minutes. But it was all because of that one section in the first level. And Mr. X's giant pink balls. Goddamn Mr. X's giant pink balls. Now we're going to fight the wall plunger robot. Right, he hangs onto walls with plungers and drops boulders and shoots little pellets. Pretty tough. Yeah, he's a tough one, that one. If the boulders don't get you, his pellet shots will. Now just a little bit of practice on him. Actually, I haven't played Mega Man 6 before. Yeah, the gyro attack is the best bet here. Obviously. Alright, on to section 3. The Mr. X tower is pretty cool looking. Kind of looks a little bit cooler than Wily's towers usually. Right, you know, you gotta like the skull. Dr. Wily's towers always have a skull. Oh no, Mega Man's trapped. Whatever is he going to do? That's right, whatever Mega Man can't fix with weapons, he'll punch his way through it. Mega's a power man. Mega Man. But which way is the best way? I'm gonna take a guess and say that... it's hard to say. on the left is more direct, but because it's more direct, it might lead to just a small little power-up like an energy tank. This one might be the real way. It's more developed. Ah, he doesn't know which way I'm going. Oh no, he does. Right at the last second, he knows. Yeah, I was right. Energy tank. I've got 8. Is it really worth going down there for it? I'm gonna get killed anyway by hitting that guy. Or I probably could use a weapon to have destroyed him. Maybe the gyro attack shoots down. Ah well, whatever. They're like shooting out pastry creams. Pastry cream things. Those spikes aren't going to defeat Mega Man. Mega Man's too strong for spikes. My jumping is far too accurate. Nothing can stop me. The question is there a reason to unleash those beasts? And there probably is. I'm sure that way is a better way to go. Watch, it's just a red herring and it's like the crappiest way, just a little dead end. Sure do wish I had that other energy tank now, but I just got one. Alright. Pretty lucky. One hidden in the block there. Oh, more of Mr.X's ramping calls. And it doesn't make a difference. But there was an energy tank in one of those blocks, so that's good. I don't want up. Can't argue against that. Mr.X sure is such a nice guy, leaving all these power-ups lying around. All these 1-ups and energy pieces and weapon power-ups. Sure does want you to succeed. Ah, very nice. Could definitely use a big weapon or energy power-up. So are we actually going to have a robot this time, or is it going to be another device? Ah, cool, it's a robot being powered by a little gym. That's the name I've decided to call the medals. They're called medals, actually. M-E-T-A-L-L. But they are now known as gyms. Because why not? That's probably one of the hardest gyms I've ever fought. The only way to beat this gym is with cold. Just like a lot of us, you know, we don't like the cold. Neither do the medals. Or the gyms. Cold should just about kill everything, because cold sucks. And now we're gonna fight Mr.X himself. Granddaddy of the robots. Mr. Wily, Dr. Wily's true creator. It's gonna be an epic battle. And if you don't watch it, you're nobody. Anybody that's anybody is gonna watch this battle. Yeah, gonna want to punch them blocks. Definitely want to get that energy tank. And fly over those. Or maybe bust them up. Oh, it's a bunch of little beats. Never actually did get beat. Still got 2 little letters to collect. Beat has different functions in different games. In the last one, it was really useful, I guess. You would go around just attacking everything. I think this is... And then, no, I think that was the 4th one, and in the 5th one... I can't remember. In the 5th one, he saves you from falling down pits, and you can buy him an auto shop. Or at least it's one of them. Honestly, the Mega Man games kind of blend together after a while. Did have some notes. Good old one-ups. Just just lying there for the taking. Absolutely nothing down there. That looks like it goes to somewhere, like, or it should have something. Awesome, another energy tank. Yeah, I'm just gonna fly over these things. Let's get to the end here. And now, the grand battle itself. Mega Man versus Mr. X. Such a mysterious name, isn't it? Mr. X. Couldn't think of it. It was pretty pointless saving right there. Should have just waited until I died. I'm about to die. Now would be a good time to save. Mr. X and his giant blue ball of doom. Just floating back and forth. So peaceful. Yeah, I decided why bother saving. I'm gonna beat him anyway. My scheme for world domination has failed, but I still have enough power to destroy you. Oh my god. Wait a minute. That didn't look like Dr. X. That looked like Dr. Wily.